Hola familia. I felt to come on today and to create a video and a breath work around a topic that has been alive for me lately, and I'm imagining perhaps maybe alive for some of you out there. So this is going to be kind of half just authentic, real Kristen share and half breathwork practice. That's just been inspired by some of my own feelings and thoughts and kind of just where I've been at right now. And I believe that we can use our creations and our expressions to move energy to break through our self-perceived blockages and limitations. And that's kind of the intention and the spirit of this video today. So maybe we can just stop and take a breath together just to open this, yeah? So maybe just putting a hand on your heart. Just taking a full body breath in. If you haven't done that in a while today, go ahead and do that. And then sigh it out. Do that 2 more times. Full body breath in, sigh it out. Last one. Let it go. So I wanted to create a short breathwork practice today on the theme of liberating our authentic expression. And why do I want to create this video? Well, like I said, it's going to be a little bit vulnerable Kristen share. I have been feeling, kind of behind the scenes, something that's been very alive for me personally in recent days and weeks has been like focusing on prioritizing my creativity and my self-expression and finding ways to do that, finding ways to allow my creative energy to move. In my work, I hold a lot of space for other people as a coach and facilitator and somatic healer, and that's all very beautiful, and I love that, and I have the opportunity to create experiences for my clients and for groups. There's also something so potent about just sharing authentically, whether it's through words, through art, through music, through whatever ways self-expression wants to come through. And I feel like for me personally, I've been neglecting that a little bit as I'm kind of focusing on holding space. And I know for myself, both aspects must exist. Both aspects of expression and then holding need to be present in order for me personally to feel fulfilled and satisfied. And I'm just sharing this because I feel like for so many of us, we have a lot that we need to express, that we want to express. I feel deeply that there is such medicine in just authentic expression, in sharing, in creativity, in being messy and maybe not having it all perfect, right, in the moment. We often get clear on our feelings, on our beliefs, on our standpoints on things. I'm just not even talking about fully on big standpoints on serious things, but we often gain our clarity in our life based on just taking that chance to express, to explore, to do a thing, right? It's when we get stuck in our head, like rewriting or deciding what we're going to do or what we're going to create or how we're going to say the thing, that we get stuck in our minds. And I just wanted to name this because particularly today and these days, I feel, and I'm just going to name this for myself, I know I'm not alone. I feel like there is so much judgment out there on the internet that like just the idea of creating a post is terrifying. I'm just saying that. Like, I feel very vulnerable saying that because I'm showing up here as a space holder and facilitator. And it's like, but I'm just a human, right? We're all just humans. And I've gone several times to just create a post to, a lot of times I'll go for my morning walk and I'll have ideas come through and I'll just get the words, and the words come through and it's not really sugar-coated and it's not really nice. And sometimes it's not even in this like very conscious, spiritual, politically correct way at all, right? I'll just get words around, like, for example, the other day, I just started receiving this message that like, it is your responsibility to maintain your level of consciousness. It is your responsibility to protect and guard your mental space, your spiritual space, your energetic space, right? Things like mindfulness and just discernment about what we're consuming and our conscious awareness of how we're reacting and responding to triggers in our life. Like, taking the time to do these things, it's not a luxury. It's not like a superfluous activity for people who have extra time on their hands, right? This is actually your responsibility right now at this point in time. There are so many forces out there trying to pull us away from our center that you have to take responsibility for managing your space, for managing your consciousness. This is a war on consciousness that's happening right now. It literally is. There's so much out there that wants us to be angry with each other, that wants to spar people, pit sides. It's like the two sides, same thing, It's like, I think that people get lost in the weeds around that. And more than anything, it just creates this environment of fear and anxiety around like how to even say anything, how to share anything. There's someone that's going to come in and rip you apart for being ignorant or, having a, like not a fully open perspective or not seeing all sides of a thing, and just for sharing like one thing that comes through, So I had this message come through around like, it's our responsibility to maintain our consciousness. And I started writing this post and I was just like, oh, this is going to be seen in this certain way. I can just already see how this would get ripped apart. And I decided not to post it. Just sharing that as an example. And it's kind of this meta level thing, right? Because here we are, we're in this breath work about to practice the art of liberating our self-expression. And I'm just going off the cuff here, right? Like this is also an opportunity for me to just start to share, because I started to realize, I'm sitting here trying to, maybe start to create a post, start to, how to unblock. I noticed there was this blockage in my body, in my heart around putting myself back on the internet, and then it's very easy to also say, oh, screw it. I'm just going to not. I don't care. I don't want to be on these platforms anyway. My life is better off. I feel like the quality of my days is generally higher when I'm not looking at those apps. It's so easy to just delete it, right? And I think that when that's coming from a place of fear, that's also a cop-out, right? Because the truth is in my heart, I'm wanting to express, I'm wanting to share, I'm wanting to share more about some of the offerings and the groups and the experiences that I have coming up that I would love to invite some people into, or to build this community and co-create community-based offerings around breathwork, around somatics, around purpose development and soul exploration and plant medicine healing and mindfulness and working with many, many different heart medicines and so much more. And we can't do that when we're hiding in a corner because we're afraid to be ripped apart on the internet, right? So that's just been my experience. It's a little bit extreme. And I think it's possibly just because of like what we've all witnessed with this election and seeing how strongly people are just fighting and conflicting, and it doesn't matter. Like if what we have to share isn't to do anything with politics, it's like that energy is still out there in the space. So that's just where I've been at. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video, but I might. And I will. And I wanted to create a short breathwork practice to support the liberation of our authentic expression. Because if you're anything like me, and maybe there's things that you would love to share and put out there, and maybe it's a completely different context, right? Maybe you just want to share poetry and you're feeling vulnerable about it because it's a deep reflection of your emotional experience. Maybe there's art that you want to share, but you've compared yourself to other people, which is the worst waste of time we can possibly do, is comparing ourselves to others. And it's like, and it's vulnerable. It's putting a piece of your heart, or maybe there's a song that you recorded that you want to share with the world or share with friends over a fire, and that's feeling scary, right? Maybe there's a conversation that you're needing to have with someone in your life that feels scary because you're not sure what's going to happen when you share that thing. And yeah, like I said, the context of how we block our expression can show up in so many ways. But the last thing I want to share is I believe we find our voice by starting to share our voice. We find our message. We discover, we solidify our message by sharing it and like going from there, right? And pivoting and deciding, okay, I felt that, I shared that, and it's actually a little bit more like this, right? But it doesn't happen in a void. It doesn't happen sitting alone in our space, analyzing it with our mind, never taking a risk of being seen or being judged or being criticized, right? Actually, to be able to receive criticism and to be able to be seen by others in our imperfection takes so much courage. It takes so much courage. It will inspire others, and it is necessary if we actually want to make any kind of impact in the world, whether that's just impact of ourselves, feeling more creatively liberated, or taking a bigger action to inspire others in whatever mission or movement, or just even small message that we have to share. So that was 10 minutes of that. I'm just going to invite us to do a short breathing practice now to work on this liberating of expression. And I will put a comment in the video if you want to forward ahead to the breathing part to do that. And so just go ahead and close your eyes. We need to take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feel your body, where you are. Feel the surface beneath you. And feel the wave of your breath moving through. Feel that space being created with each inhale, and feel your body soften, become heavy with each exhale. Just let your breath be slow, but full and deep and expansive. And filling every cell, filling every part of you with air, with prana, with chi, life force. And exhale, just let it flow out, feeling little blockages, areas of tense, stuck energy, just flowing their way through, back to the earth. Now I want you to start to continue breathing fully and deeply. Just place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Feel that connection with these parts of you. Feel your belly, your heart, chest rising and falling with the breath. Start to connect the breath at the top and the bottom so that there's no pause between the top of your inhale and the bottom of your exhale. At this point, you might open your mouth and start to breathe in through your mouth. Yeah. One circle of energy, one circuit. You can even imagine, if you want to close your eyes, imagining this circuit or this circle of energy moving from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head, encircling you and moving back down around the front, back down to the bottom. So you feel nice and safe, nice and held inside this oval of energy. Most importantly, the breath is deep. You're breathing into your full body, feeling your heart and chest expand. And the exhale, you're just simply letting go. No need to push the air out. Just let it fall away. You kind of focus on the inhale, focus on inflating. Yeah, focus on bringing that air in as you expand, and exhale, you just let it go. And you feel that rhythm. It should feel easeful. It shouldn't feel like you're pushing too hard. After a couple of minutes, keep going. Just that soft, gentle, connected breath should start to move through you. Deeply in, deeply out. Good. Just feel that breath, that energy moving through you. And as you keep breathing, I want you to just imagine that your voice, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, and all the way down to your belly, your solar plexus, and your sacral areas are being cleansed by this wave of the breath. The breath is literally moving in, like this penetrating force, to clear your energy channels, to free you from this blockages around creativity, to clear this area around your inner power so you can feel confidence to be seen, to be heard. And it's moving up to your heart. It's clearing out the energies of your heart so you can actually hear the voice of what's present for you. You can open yourself to feel what you feel, to allow for vulnerability and authenticity. And then the breath is moving up into your throat. Maybe you exhale with a sound. Just let it go. You're in your own space. You can make whatever sound you want. Good. And I want that breath to fluctuate from your base, from your root chakra, all the way up to your throat. And with every exhale, you make a sound. Just feeling your throat unblock, feeling any fear you have. Keep going. Around sharing your truth, around expressing yourself creatively, around sharing the words you want to share, using your voice in the ways you want to use it, allowing your voice to feel safe and protected and a little bit fiery. Keep going. Breathe in and breathe out. And continuing to imagine this circuit of energy moving through all of your chakras, from the base of your spine all the way up, maybe even higher up to your third eye, all the way up to your crown. That it's cleaning, that it's helping any fears, any stagnation move through you. Breathing in. Even if that exhale is just a little sigh. Just another minute or so. Keep breathing like this. You pick the pace. If you want to pick it up a little bit, breathe a little faster. Just make sure you're still connecting the breath and that it's very deep, breathing into all your body, all the way down to the tips of your fingers and tips of your toes, crown of your head. Belly, chest, heart expanded. Exhale, release, let it go. Just kind of seeing and feeling your vibrancy, your creativity expand and illuminate. If you have your eyes closed, kind of feeling this light or this illumination around your body. Feeling that it's safe to create, that it's actually safe to connect with the creative energy that you are at your core, at your nature. You are a creator more than anything else. You are. And it's your gift and your birthright and your duty to share your unique essence, your unique creativity with the world, to express yourself, to allow your expression to be a gift to all of those that you hear, that you touch, that you share with in the world. Yeah, your presence is a gift. Your presence itself is needed, is necessary. And when you block that, when you hold yourself back, you're actually holding back something very important that the world needs. It may not seem that way in the moment, but it absolutely is. Yes, you're needed. When you feel, keep breathing. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Yeah. And when you feel that divine spark, when you feel that inspiration, when you feel that movement inside of you, something is wanting to move out and be shared, and you feel excited, you write it down or you paint it or you sing it. It's wanting to come through you, and trust that it's safe to share that in whatever ways feel right. It doesn't have to be on the internet. It might be in the privacy of your home. It might be for your animals, for your dog, for your sister. It might be for your plants. It might be for yourself, or it might be for your friends, or it might be for the world at large. Trust that however your expressions are meant to be shared, that it's safe to do that. And that it's needed to do that. Keep breathing. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. One more breath in. I'm just joking. Good. Exhale. Breathe it out and hold down at the bottom. Empty yourself. Push the air out a little bit so you're fully empty. Allowing yourself to be an empty vessel, preparing to receive this life energy once again. In 3, 2, 1, and take a big breath of air, biggest one yet, expanding your entire body, drawing up that creative energy, that self-trust, that confidence, that fire, that voice of expression, allowing this conviction, this commitment to yourself to circulate through your entire body, allowing this feeling of safety, this grounding in yourself, trusting in your authenticity and your own guidance. Exhale, let it go. Returning to your normal breath. And if you feel, to end the practice, a little bit of lion's breath. to further activate your voice. You can take a deep breath in and exhale, open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and go like this. Good. Inhale. Last one. Deep breath in. Open your mouth, open your face really wide. Make all the expressions you want with your face. Be silly, be crazy, scrunch it up, open it. Do it with your hands, your feet, your body. Good. As much as you can explore this energy of going from contraction to expansion, you're going to make yourself feel safer to expand and to express and to share and be heard. And invite you to create something today, to just ask your body and your heart how it wants to express today, and to just allow that to happen. It could be a song, it could be a poem, a drawing, it could be a video, anything that feels right for you. So thank you for joining me on this little journey. And it's cool to share that. And I hope that you find something in you that wants to be shared, that has been looking for a space to express that.